So you want to use an image to, say, print out on the shirts, but the background color of that image has a solid color. You need to make that transparent. That's called an alpha layer, and to do that we need to first either start with a JPEG or a PNG file. You've got a PNG file already, so we'll use this one. We double click it, it opens up by default into preview. Now that we've opened it into preview, we want to select the pencil up here and then the little square icon. If we select that, all the way to the bottom we have Instant Alpha. We select Instant Alpha. Now I want to choose the black background that we want to get rid of, in this case black. Select, drag slightly to the north, and let go. It's now selected the entire black image, and we can hit delete. Now we still have to deal with this text over here because that's part of an old layer. We're going to recreate that. To do that, we're going to come back up to that same tool, but this time instead of Instant Alpha, we're going to choose rectangular selection. I'm going to draw a rectangle around the text I want to get rid of and delete that. I'm also going to draw a rectangle around the trademark that we had, and I'm going to get rid of that as well. Now I'm going to recreate that by coming back up and selecting the text box icon at the top, and I'm going to drag a rectangular area and let go. Now, if my fonts menu is not all the way up, already up, I'm going to go to the tools area and select to show fonts. Once I've got fonts showed or selected to show, I'm going to type in the message. Now, make corrections. If the size is not enough, we can select the text. Then with the slider in the font menu, I can increase or decrease the size of that. I can also change the font to be what I'd like it to be, so it's close to what you had before. But now this box is selectable and I can drag around and move it around however I want, and it's still a PNG file, and that alpha layer is still there in the back. Lastly, I want to create a trademark, so I have that text box selected one more time, come over into the general area of where the trademark is, and I'm going to type in my message there. And I want to select that entire text and bring with the slider down the size just a little bit. Maybe I want to choose some sort of cursive-y kind of font like you had before. And lastly, we need to put our copyright in, and that is Option G to give our copyright signature. Now I have a PNG file that's got that invisible layer on it. I've got my signature that I can move around and my title that I can move around. The last thing I need to do is come up to File and save it. It will save that PNG file directly into the same location, in this case the desktop, that now has an Instant Alpha layer available.